Hello viewers, in today's episode, I will interview the beautiful ultimate Filipina Bea.
Hello,
Bea, welcome
guys.
to my channel.
Hi, Jane. Thank you for having me. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so let's get started. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Oo naman. I'm ready. Go.
Okay, I believe you are from Puerto Princess, Palawan, and work in Manila as an ASL teacher.
Mhm.
How or why did you end up living in Ilo Ilo?
Okay, so it's a long story, but I will keep it short. So, when me and Steve, my husband, the Philippines in Full Effect channel, if you check it out, we lived in Palawan for a while. So from Manila, we moved to Palawan, and then we expanded our business in Iloilo. That's why we're here. So just to make that long story short,
Okay.
yes. So from Manila to Palawan to Iloilo for expanding the business.
Can you tell me what is your business in the
Okay,
viewers?
so when we were in Palawan, we opened our very humble kiosk business, which is the Big and Easy Lemonade, and that's a kiosk in the mall, and it was very successful, and that's why expansion needs to happen. That's why we ended up in Iloilo. Okay.
Now I know.
Yeah, and we had six locations here in Iloilo. Yeah.
You have a very optimistic and positive outlook in life.
Yes.
Love, family, and future. Is this an acquired trait or just simply you? Please explain.
Okay, so it's an acquired trait. I don't think that people um, they pop out of the womb or grow up being positive, but it was a growing. Um, I needed to grow and push myself to be a positive thinker, of course, and yeah. So it's not something that I'm naturally born with.
Okay. You avoid having children without marriage or by accident or circumstance like unfortunately many young and beautiful Filipina. What advice or recommendation you think can make a difference in this constant and consistent pickup in Filipinas life? In other words, how to fix the problem?
Okay, so I think Filipinas need to educate themselves because having kids at a young age, though it's not a crime, it's not wrong, but I think what's important is that um, you need to be financially stable first, of course, and educate yourself. Having a kid is a very big responsibility. So me and Steve don't have a kid yet, but we have our niece that we take care of because we're financially stable and we are mature enough to have, to take care of another person, another human being. So for younger Filipinas, I would say that education is very important, maturity is very important, and stability in all aspects, mentally, physically, and financially, of course.
Okay, do you believe in LDR relationship as the best means for foreigners to meet a Filipino or boots on the ground approach? Let's explain your response.
Okay, so I am not against LDR or there's nothing wrong with being LDR. Me and Steve were LDR for a little bit, but I think that being there physically is better than having a long distance relationship. But I think that as both partners are um, committed to each
Yes,
other,
yes.
diba? So the commitment is there, and outright, you're not gonna be. I am not a fan of long time, long distance relationship. Maybe under a year or 2 years, but it's always good if you would have at least visit each
Yeah,
other
like us.
every 3 months, 6 months, but long time with no physical connection, physical contact, not the physical contact that you're thinking about, physically that you're there because that energy is very important. So for me, I prefer, having my partner um, physically there.
Okay. Before you married Stephen, was it always your goal or intent to marry a foreigner, or it just happened by chance, fate, and destiny?
That's a really good question, actually,
Destiny.
because when I was younger, I had a vision of some sort that I am not going to be married to a Filipino. Yeah, and when I was really young, I had that vision. And when I grew up, um,
Do you like once foreigner?
I've always, what do you call this, being pushed towards that. So, and I've always wanted to experience a different culture, not just Filipino
Yeah, yeah.
culture, but, some other foreign culture. And I think that's, my mind was really set on, I'm not going to be married to a Filipino. So that's it.
Not because of the money. That's why you like foreigner. Not because of the money.
Yes.
You know. Okay, you are very business minded and creative and don't like being an idol. Is
Mhm.
this a vital factor in you accepting all challenges and overcoming them, or just your character and personality? What
Okay.
endeavors, if any, are you planning for the future? A
Mhm.
boutique, clothing store, or something special in mind?
Okay, me, as a young girl, I always wanted to do something, um, crafting and all that, but I never liked being idle and not doing anything. Though I really, in my day, I would always set aside an idle time, an intentional idle time for myself. But as my day goes, I would always want to do something productive with my life because time is precious for me. I respect time. But yeah, so it started at a young age. Now, moving forward with my life, with me, being married and the plans moving forward, I have a lot of things that I would want to try because I feel like you'll never know if you don't try a lot of things, what you really like. So, um, my plans is I already started my boutique. So I have a rental business right now. It's very small. I'm trying things out. Rentals of gowns. So I just
That's
had
nice.
my rentals a few days ago. One of my gowns have been rented. And I like that because that's just a passive income. I am already working remotely, but I have all these side businesses. So I'm also partnered with a friend, a really good friend of mine,
Business
and
partner.
yeah, so she is a trainer for dance. She has a dance studio, and I will be joining the business, and we're gonna make it grow and big. And yeah, so that's next.
Do you have planned the like,
Business.
apartment business?
Maybe in the future, but not right now.
Okay. That's a big capital, right? Like
Yes, a big
apartment.
capital needed. So.
Okay. You and Stephen have a YouTube channel, Philippines Fall Effect. Are
Mhm.
there any plans for its exponential growth, or your schedule puts it on the back burner?
Yes, so we're just getting back at vlogging again. So we'll keep doing that. We'll keep filming a lot of the Philippines, anything and everything about the Philippines, but especially more of like informational and aside from all the trips that we're going. So yeah, so that's what's next. So we've been kind of hibernating
Yeah.
for a while,
We're still,
but yeah, we're gonna be back. We're actually getting back. So.
we're still busy for now. Okay, you and Stephen have had several successful business. What do you
Mm-hmm.
attribute your continued success to? Is it
Mm-hmm.
knowing the market, or timing, or the old supply and demand concept?
Um, a lot and a little bit of everything that you said. So first, there always has to be a demand, and food will always have a demand in the market because all of us eat, so all of us drink. So there's always going to be demand on food. But what makes it successful is that, and I give this to Steve because he would always push for giving our best in the business, serving our people to the highest level. And
Manage.
yes, he's like the brain of the operation, I would say. So Steve would always be the one who gives that highest standard of service, not just for our customers, but also to take care of the people that work for us, our employees. So I think having the right mindset and the right partner.
Yes.
So that's I'm about to speak in Ilonggo, but that's what happened with us. And of course, number one is when challenges comes, because managing and having a business is very challenging, is that you don't give up when things get hard. Yeah. So Steve would always give me those, because I'm like, I always get like, oh, this is not working or things like that. Yeah, but Steve would always say, it's gonna work. We're gonna make it
Give you
work.
more confident.
Yes.
Okay. You have been married past the discovery period, where most marriage either pass or fail. What in your opinion are key factors in a successful marriage, regardless of country or international marriage?
I think number one is that the communication. You always have to communicate. And I know, and I say this with love, that a lot of Filipinas don't really voice out sometimes what they feel, because our culture always have taught that oh no, you can't talk back or anything like that. But it's important for Filipinas, or women and men, to really talk it out. Me and Steve would always communicate with each other, and really good communication, I think, is the key. And when because sometimes love, that butterfly feelings, sometimes they fade, sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. But the communication itself and respect, I think number one is like, when you respect each other, you will be able to communicate better, because some people, they don't respect each other, and then just like like talk fight or word fight. But yeah, so communication, respect, because love, the superficial love that we know, sometimes they come and go, but what remains is the respect, I would say.
How would you describe yourself in 5 words? You can use more or less words if you desire.
5 words. Okay. 5 words. I am a Christian woman, I would say.
Are you Christian?
Yeah, I'm a Christian woman, and I love the Lord. I speak about it personally in my Facebook community. I really believe that the world needs the gospel, and it needs to be spread out more. And in my own little ways, I share the gospel. So I am a Christian woman.
So Christian and Catholic is like the same, right?
Yes, if you believe in Jesus and you accept Him as your Lord and Savior, and you really believe in your heart that you're a sinner, because we all are, even as a Christian.
Believe and trust and believe to God.
Yes, and accept Him as your Lord and
Yes.
Savior. Yeah.
Okay. Do you and husband have any plans for permanent residence in Ilo Ilo City and land or home ownership?
Yes, actually, we are planning soon to buy our property here in Iloilo, and yes, we wanna have this as our home base, Iloilo as our home base. So yes,
Do you like it?
I really do. I really like Iloilo.
So you like your Puerto
Puerto
Princesa
Princesa?
or your Iloilo?
Okay, so when it comes to having all of the resources, like the bigger
You born in
malls.
Palawan?
No, I
Puerto
grew up
Princesa.
in Puerto Princesa. Yeah, I was born in Masbate.
Is it different? Palawan and Puerto Princesa?
Okay, so Puerto Princesa is the city and Palawan is the province.
Oh, I see.
Okay,
I
so
haven't go
that's
there.
so yeah. So for resources, Iloilo, I love Iloilo better than Puerto Princesa. But when it comes to like the nature and the beach and the seafood, Palawan, Puerto Princesa.
Okay, please provide to viewers some pros of living in Iloilo versus your home area or other areas of the Philippines.
Okay, pros in living in Iloilo. It's a growing city, and it's not super crowded like Manila. So it has that city feel, but it also still has that province feel. Like if you go 30 minutes outside of the city, you would really feel that it's still a province. Yeah, so that's one thing. There's still a mixture of living in a more slower pace in life compared to Manila or Cebu. Yeah, so that's one of the pros. And the real estate is booming, so you can still buy really affordable properties here.
Cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper compared to Cebu or Manila. Yeah, and the food, the people, very loving. And for those who are
They talk.
looking, for those who are looking for like schools for their kids, the standard of education in Iloilo is really high. Yes.
International. Right? Okay. I like to cook and create recipes. What is
Okay.
your specialty dish and dessert? And do you and Stephen like halo-halo?
Okay, I do love halo halo because I grew up eating halo halo. He's Filipino, but Steve he doesn't like it, and I don't think he tried it. But my favorite recipe is for Filipino. Um, I would say maybe afritada or
African.
yes, or
Like
something with tomato sauce. I love doing.
Menudo.
Yeah, menudo or beef,
Yeah.
beef.
Stew.
Ano na nga yun?
Beef stew. Kanang mechado. Beef mechado.
Something like that. And when it comes, I
also
love.
sauce with sauce in it. Or
Yeah.
garlic sauce.
Mhm.
Spaghetti. I really love it.
Okay, but for I love to bake also, but I love cooking more than baking. So I learned baking actually um, after me and Steve got married. So I
I still
love
like baking.
um, yes, a little bit, yes, but I don't practice baking as much as cooking, and I love to try new recipes. So um, I like doing my lasagna, my cheesy lasagna. And then I have a green curry Thai curry recipe that I love doing. Yeah, so a lot of good stuff.
Okay. I know you have a nice voice. I want you to share it to the viewers your voice.
Okay, so I don't know what to sing, so maybe I'll just okay. I'll sing a sweet version of "I Will Always Love You."
I love that.
Um, I will always love you. I will always love you.
Very nice. Okay, this in my interview with beautiful ultimate Bea here in Iloilo City. Take your time and you can have an ultimate Bea. Thanks for being in my channel, Bea. I'm
Welcome,
Jane, the ultimate
Jane.
Filipina, wishing you an ultimate day, an ultimate Filipina life. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.